what did you find about Canadians' confidence in the process between January and here we are closing in on mid-March?
Well, in January, confidence was quite low and negative. You know, when we asked Canadians to rate the federal government in January, they gave it a 4.7 out of 10, which is an F. Now it's 5.7. So yes, there's been an increase, but the fact of the matter is that's still definitely a bad mark. And for the provinces, what we see is a little bit of an increase, especially in the province of Quebec. Quebecers seem to be more positive about their province than Canadians in other parts of the country. So has there been an improvement? Yes. Is it a good score? No. And it just speaks to the fact that this is a work in progress and there's still a lot of Canadians waiting to get vaccinated.
Are voters distinguishing in terms of accountability between those two sides, the procurement side, federal responsibility, the rollout, provincial responsibility, or is it kind of, I don't care about jurisdictions, as Don Davey says, sort of a pox on all your houses?
Well, I think the fact that the scores for both provinces and the federal government are poor speaks to the fact that it's a pox on all your houses. That said, provinces tend to score a little better than the federal government, which means that right now the focus is on procuring vaccinations and having them delivered on the ground. And as a result, the federal government's score is lower than most provinces.
Okay, I'll get to the political fallout, but a majority of Canadians are saying that they will take it, though, right? There seems to be, you know, a changing score. It's moving up as the vaccines are arriving. I'm not crazily surprised by that. But what about confidence in the vaccine itself? Like, now that it's here, give it to me.
You know, what's interesting to your point is about 8 out of every 10 Canadians say that they're definitely or probably take the vaccine when it's available. When we asked about safety, the other good piece of news is that about 86% believe that the vaccines are safe or somewhat safe. So what does this mean? People are ready to take the vaccines. They believe that they're safe. But where are the vaccines? And that's the key question, because, you know, when you look at the stats on the government website, I just did before I came online, 3.6% of Canadians have been vaccinated. There's still a long way to go before there's a significant impact or any type of herd immunity.
Yeah, that's interesting. My parents got their vaccine last night. It's the first time I think people are starting to see people they know get the vaccine. That kind of has a change. In your view, what will the political impact of this? Because you've said to me time and time again, it's all about the vaccine now for both federal and provincial governments. What do you think the fallout is as you see confidence still not great, but creeping upward, not downward?
I think the fallout is going to be that if there's not significant progress in the next 30 days, there is going to be a revolt out there where people are wondering how long it's going to take to get vaccinated. And yes, there's anecdotal comments about people that know other people that get vaccinated, but the reality is the vast majority of Canadians have not been vaccinated. We are not close to herd immunity, and now Canadians are seeing other countries making progress. So there's probably going to be increased frustration unless we see vaccines on the ground, jabbed into people's arms, and hopefully having an impact for that normalization to take place.
All right, fascinating stuff, man. I know there's a lot of changing data, but I think when it comes to it, if you get in line, grab that needle. Nick, always great. You're inoculating us against ignorance here. Thank you, my friend.